How you doing? It's Tom here, and make myself a little smaller there. Here we have one of my websites, techbait.net. Visit it. Go to that site. Go there regularly. Make it your home page if you have to. It's got all kinds of great tech news on it, updated regularly. Crypto at the top. Okay. Um, Instead of having to go hit a bunch of sites, you hit this one. You're getting CoinDesk, Ethereum news, Bitcoin news. You're getting the chart. This one only updates like, I don't know, a few times a day, so it may not be current exactly to when you're watching it, but it's pretty close. I mean, it gives you a good idea what's going on. That's the spread I have there. I can add more cryptos to that, but, you got to add them to the script. And then I got precious metals. That's updated immediately. Then you got everything like computer technology. I got like Slashdot, Linux, Apple, hardware stuff, hacking, programming, software testing, I mean, you name it. And at the bottom I got some real fun stuff. So anyway, and I've got some articles that I've written, and I add to it when I get time. I have other blogs too, so it's tough writing for multiple blogs. You're like, well, which article should I put the blog on? You want to keep them both fresh, so it's unfortunately, one blog's not getting all the new articles. You have to split the effort, but So anyway, I love TechBait. I've had this domain for a long time. I love it. So let's look at this now. We just had our cryptocurrency crash. Okay, we had the big crash. And it turns out, as I said in an earlier video, that this is a somewhat normal occurrence. Right? The only reason why this one seemed worse was because everything was valued much higher than it was the year before at the same time. This is the highest a lot of these currencies have ever been at, including Bitcoin. I mean, it's lower than the highest it ever got, but it's way higher than it was a year ago at this time, as is the case with every cryptocurrency out there. So, the proportion was this of the drop was the same. If you look at the charts, pretty much the same. But the actual value sucked out of the market was a lot more because everything was just priced higher. Anyway, it's kind of bounced back. I was looking at VeChain over here, but if you go to the home page, you can see, now right now, look at this. Everything is there's a lot of stuff in the red. So now I'm thinking, is this going to be like a double dip, a triple dip, whatever they call it? Because lately it's been all in the green, and it's like everybody's pretty much sounded the all clear. They sounded the all clear. Everything's great. Now it looks like stuff's going down again. Ethereum is now flirting with $1,000. This is not the case. Neo just lost 8%. I wonder what's going on right now. And it's 10:33 p.m. here in the EST time zone, which tells me it's like Asia waking up and sucking more money out of the system. I hope this isn't the start of another crash. Could you imagine? I just timed it right, because this stuff wasn't like this a few minutes ago. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to go on YouTube and see what everybody else is saying. I was about to say that, all this stuff about, Bitcoin being the end of crypto, blah, 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 this doom and gloom. This stuff is kind of normal. You have to expect it. It goes up, it goes down. As long as you don't sell low, you don't lose, because it will come back. And look, for all the talk of banning cryptocurrency in other parts of the world, China is a totalitarian country. They're gonna do things like that. South Korea can talk about it. I'm not sure if they'll actually ever do it. The people don't want it, and it's not a communist country, so they kind of have to listen at some point to their people. And over here, look at this article here. Virginia Beach government backs Bitcoin mine with $500,000 grant. And then there was another locale the article mentions. The article mentions that Montana's state government, it's another U.S. state, Montana's state government provided a $416,000 grant to a Bitcoin mining operation there. Okay? And then you've got other places that want the miners. Look at Iceland. Iceland has cheap hydrothermal power. And there's probably other places as well. So, you know, if they're willing to go to another country, these miners can move around. And I've even heard some doubts as to whether China really wants to totally get rid of their miners, because the Chinese mining operations are operating in an area that uses like a form of hydroelectric, because there's a river nearby, and it's in like a mountainous area, and it's very cool. So I'm not so sure if those things are true about China totally getting rid of its miners because of the electricity use. I mean, if their miners are using this hydroelectric, why bother? So anyway, going back to Coinmarketcap, if I hit a refresh, it's still negative here. Ether's still flirting with $1,000 there. Neo just dropped. Man, well, it doesn't matter. I bought it with Ether. I just I sold all my Ether. I mean my Neo on Bittrex. So I wanted to get it off Bittrex, and Bittrex has a problem with their wallet where you can't transfer Bittrex Neo off of Bittrex. You have to sell it first. So I had to sell it to. You also can't transfer, from what I understand, odd amounts of Neo. It can only be whole Neo coins. So now I only buy whole Neo coins. I don't buy fractional amounts of that coin. But I had to sell it for Ether, send the Ether over to another exchange where I want to have it, and buy it back. So I ended up with the same amount of Neo plus 2 utility tokens that I use to pay for fees. So it actually worked out well for me. But here it is. Everything's dropping here. Hopefully this isn't another downturn, because, man, not for nothing, I know that this means opportunity for a lot of people who maybe have some liquid money out there, but look at this King coin. I wanted this one here. 26%, almost 27%, 26.5% gains with all of this stuff falling. Syndicator, 112%. Well, that's good because I have that. I've got some of them. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have the number of subscribers or the search prowess that these a lot of these YouTubers have, so I don't know. I don't know who's going to see my video. If you see my video, please comment some stuff, nice stuff, please, and if you want, and share it or something. Or if you didn't notice this and you noticed this sea of red here through my video, mention it on some of the popular channels. Maybe, man, this is bad. I wonder what's going on over on YouTube. Anything? I was watching this guy, this Crypto Daily guy. He cracks me up. I don't know. Trending. Trending's going to catch a lot of stuff, though, not just Bitcoin, right? I don't know if you could do Bitcoin. I don't even know why I'm doing this on a video right here. Filter for last hour. I don't see anything over here yet. I wonder if anybody even noticed this yet. I'm almost afraid to go to sleep and wake up in the morning and see what I'm going to find. Hopefully this is just some kind of weird anomaly going on here where everything happens to be red at the same time. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, they're not double-digit amounts, but come on. Oh well. I'm just going to leave it here and hope that this isn't a bloodbath in the morning, because I am sick of seeing my balances go down. I'm looking for recovery here. Even though we all know it's going to go back up eventually, I'm just sick of having to wait for that. While whoever is doing this is just racking up their millions and causing me to wait on mine. Um, anyway, see you later, and please visit TechBait for tech news and crypto news. Later.